Welcome back to the Golden Canopy Health Management channel. My name is Kevin Lee, and at Golden Canopy, we're dedicated to ensuring health, enriching life, and embracing retirement. Look, if you're on Medicare or if someone you know is on Medicare, then this video is a must-watch for you. Every year, scammers are becoming more creative and find more ways to trick seniors into giving up their information, losing their money, and also finding ways to disrupt their healthcare coverage. So the goal today is to show you how to protect yourself from scam and fraud in 2025, and also show you how Golden Canopy can help in the event that you are a victim of scam and fraud. So we'll go over the list of what's the most common scams and frauds for 2025. The first one is the Medicare scam, and this is how it works. They're gonna call you on the phone, and let's say they're gonna say something like, hey, there's an issue with your Medicare coverage. Or they're gonna say something like, you need to verify your Medicare number, or you qualify for free medical equipment. First of all, there's nothing that's free. And here's a pro tip for you, which I'll have many pro tips for you. The first pro tip is that Medicare will never call you and ask you for your personal information. They'll never do it. Under any circumstances, will Medicare call you and ask you for your personal information? So if you get a phone call asking you for any variation of there's an issue with your Medicare coverage, or you need to verify your Medicare card, or you qualify for equipment and services, it's a scam. Because I'm going to say it again, Medicare will never call you and ask you for personal information. So that's that's the first fraud. The next one is fake Medicare cards is another fraud that comes about a lot. A scammer will tell a senior like, hey, you need to replace your Medicare card. And they're gonna ask you for personal information in order to do so. Another pro tip, Medicare will not call you for personal information. And if you need to replace your Medicare card, it is as simple as picking up the phone or going online and just ordering one. There's no cost for it. So that's one way that you know if someone's calling you for Medicare information or for a card specifically, it's a fraud, okay? So Medicare, one of the worst ones I think is the identity theft of Medicare. All right, so how it happens is somehow these scammers get a hold of your Medicare number or your social security number, and then they start adding bills to your account. You'll start seeing equipment that you didn't order, or you'll start seeing services being used that you didn't do. In most cases, people don't find out until they go to the doctor's office and they need to do a procedure, and they find out the procedure's already been done. So here's a pro tip for you if you're on Medicare. Always check your Medicare summary needs, or Medicare summary notice, sorry, or your explanation of benefits, and make sure everything looks correct. So let me repeat that again. A pro tip is to always check your Medicare summary notice or explanation of benefits, because you need to look at that, make sure everything's okay, make sure everything's correct, so that everything that shows up is something that you've actually used. All right, and how to avoid Medicare scam, which is very rampant right now. As if you've been watching the news, there's a lot of opportunity for scammers to take advantage of people in this uncertain time with what's happening. So think of your Medicare number like a credit card. Never give it out over the phone unless you yourself initiate the call and know who you're talking to, okay? If someone calls, emails, or even shows up at your door offering the medical supplies or services, if you yourself didn't want it or order it or call for it, it's a scam, okay? So be aware of that. Remember, nothing is truly free, and scammers use free offers often to get detailed information from you, especially from Medicare recipients. So check your notices, and be wise. If you didn't call someone from Medicare, then the person shouldn't be calling you, okay? Another good way to avoid scams for 2025 is to check your statement. Your statements, I mean by your Medicare summary of notice, and also your explanation of benefits is one of the best defenses against scam and fraud. By looking at that, you'll be able to see services you didn't receive. You'll be able to see providers that you don't recognize or equipment that you didn't request. You'll be able to see everything that happens, everything that you use on your Medicare plan. So please, your best defense, let me say that again, your best defense is to check your Medicare supplement, Medicare summary notice, and your explanation of benefits to keep in check and keep in mind what it is you're using. Now, if something does happen, right, and you have been a victim of a scam or a fraud like this, the first thing you want to do is call Medicare number, which is 1-800-MEDICARE or 1-800-633-4227, and report that to the Senior Medicare Portal, which is the CMP. So that's one way that if you do think you've been a victim of fraud or you had a phone call that didn't make sense, you can call the Medicare number and report that to them, and they will in turn start an investigation. Now, in the event that you do become a victim of Medicare, this is how Golden Canopy can help with restoring order to the chaos that some scammers have created. All right, so we can help you enroll into Medicare. We also protect you from scam as well. So how we help you protecting you from scam is review your Medicare summary of notice for you and with you. We'll provide trusted guidance, on what's real and what's a scam, assist you with reporting fraud to Medicare and law enforcement. And we offer ongoing education to keep you aware of what's happening with the scam and fraud for 2025, okay? Protect your health, protect your wealth, and of course, stay informed about the scams that are happening in 2025. Once again, my name is Kevin Lee, and this is Golden Canopy Health Management Channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.